Hi all, welcome to my logbook. So in this particular video I'll be walking you through the roadmap which I created personally. इस roadmap में मैंने हर एक important point and topic cover किया है that we need to learn in the Python. So the main question is like why this roadmap matters. So most of the beginner who wants to learn Python or like just take example of any other programming language that we are starting from beginning, तो क्यों फेल होते हैं? तो उसका एक रीज़न है। हम लोग क्या करते हैं, हम लोग यूट्यूब पे जाते हैं, गूगल पे जाते हैं, टॉपिक्स निकालते हैं और टॉपिक में जंप करते हैं, ये हो गया वो हो गया वो हो गया, एंड देन हम लोग बिटवीन वीडियोस फ्लिप करते हैं, इसका थोड़ा देखा उसका थोड़ा देखा, ऐसे करके तो हम लोग क्या करते हैं, लाइक वी गेट दैट ट्रबल इन आवर माइंड एंड देन वी गेट nervous that yeah, Python is too hard to learn or like Java is too hard to learn. So it's not that kind of thing, so I just made it simple. I created one roadmap. So let's go into that and just see how we can cover each and every topic from that. Let's go over the roadmap which I have created. यहाँ पे मैंने बहुत सारे टॉपिक्स ऐड किए like which are required to taken care in learning of Python. तो पहला टॉपिक है like some Python setup and some basics that we need to follow or the prerequisites before starting learning the Python. उसमें मोस्टली हमारे पास है लाइक हाउ टू इंस्टॉल पाइथन, पाइथन वर्जन्स लाइक पाइथन 3, पाइथन 1 लाइक दैट, how to run scripts, what is REPL, what is VS Code, and how to set up that. Some keywords in Python as well. Then we have foundational changes that will include mostly data types like what is variable, naming convention of that. Then some primitive data types, type, then typecasting, then mutability, immutability. What is that? Then we have input output. इसमें what is print, how to print something on the console, how to take inputs from the client or the users. Then what is f string, what is the format of that. Then escape characters, what are those in the Python, that thing. Then we have operators like arithmetic operators, comparison operator, logical operator, assignment operators, bitwise. All those are included here. Next we have control flows, like we already know how to control flows. So if we add conditions in the flow, that means we are controlling that particular flow to go into that condition. So we have if condition, then else part of that, then what is else if, then nested conditions, what are those, then terminator operators, how to use those in Python. Then we have loops, for loop, while loop, the range loop in Python. Then nested loops, how those works in the Python. Then some break, continue, pass statements, how to use those in the loops in Python. उसके बाद है string, indexing, slicing, how to format string. Then we हमारे पास है list, how to create list, what is list. Then list methods क्या है, how to indexing, slicing list, sorting कैसे होगा, shallow और deep copy क्या है, we'll cover there. Then we have tuples, like how to create tuple, what is packing, unpacking of tuple. Then tuple methods क्या है, tuple versus list, क्या डिफरेंस है दोनों में, लिस्ट में और टपल में. देन इसका टपल का यूज केस क्या है वो भी कवर करेंगे. सेट में वी हैव हाउ टू से क्रिएट सेट्स, सेट क्या है, सेट मेथड्स, यूनियन, इंटरसेक्शन, डिफरेंस बिटवीन सेट्स. Then how to remove duplicates from list, I'll try to cover that. There's some frozen sets, what are those. Then in dictionary is the thing we already know in the Java, that is we use the hash map, right, that stores value, the stores data in key and value mapping. Suppose here the key is name and value would be like amol, like name, again like dob, my date of birth. Then the second key is like gender and my gender, like that the data will be stored here as well in the dictionary. How to access values or data from the dictionary, then uske methods kya kya hai, how to loop the dictionary, how what is nested dictionaries, we'll be covering here. We have some base other topics as well, like functions, how to define and call functions, what is functions, what are the parameters, what are the return type of functions, what are the default and arguments in the functions, like that. We have functional programming, then some lambda functions there. Map, filter, reduce, zip are the methods of that lambda function we can use there in the functional programming. And then we have modules and packages as well, like how to import modules in Python, how to use built-in modules in the Python, how to create custom modules in Python, how to create packages like that. The next topic is like file handling. File handling means like we have one file, the data is stored there. Suppose we have CSV file. How to read that CSV file in Python? How to write into that CSV file? Then we have JSON files also. Then we have working with directory, like how where to store that particular file. उसके बाद हमारे पास है एक्सेप्शन हैंडलिंग्स. सो व्हाट इज ट्राई एक्सेप्ट, एल्स क्या है, फाइनली क्या है, मल्टीपल एक्सेप्शंस हम लोग कैसे हैंडल करेंगे, कैसे यूज करेंगे, कस्टम एक्सेप्शन क्रिएट कैसे करेंगे, यूज कैसे करेंगे, वो हम लोग यहाँ पे कवर करेंगे. Then we have oops in Python. So oops are the like general concept that we used to follow in Java as well, like inheritance, polymorphism, encapsulation, abstractions. देन हमारे पास है एडवांस सम टॉपिक्स मैंने ऐड किए, लाइक मैजिक मेथड, डेटा क्लासेस, मेमोरी मैनेजमेंट पैटर्न में कैसे होता है, गार्बेज कलेक्शन कैसे होता है, वो भी. ईज कीवर्ड है, देन डबल इक्वल्स टू ऑपरेटर है, तो वो दोनों का डिफरेंस क्या है, व्हेन वी have to use is, when we have to use double equals, that will be covering here. There are some tools and best practices also that we need to use, like what is virtual environment, what is PIP, requirements file क्या है, how to debug the Python code. Suppose we have written one script that is having 50 lines written into that, but there are some issues in the for loop or the if condition at any line, line number 21, that is not working properly as per our requirement. Then how to debug that particular line, how to go there, how to check what data is coming, that will be covering here. Logging means like how to log something on the console in the database, sorry, in the console, that will be covering here. Then what is pp8, that will be covering here. So in the testing we have like a unit testing, and also what is unit testing, what is py testing, what is tdd basics approach. In rejection time we have regex patterns, like how to search regex pattern, how to match regex pattern, how to find all regex pattern, that will be covering here. In the date we have date module, date time module, formatting dates, how to format those dates and all. In the concurrency we have multi-threading, multi-processing, GIL, async, wait, what is async, what is wait, will be covering here. And in databases and API, मेनली हमारे पास SQLite, हम लोग SQLite यूज करेंगे, दैट इज ओपन सोर्स एंड इजी टू इंस्टॉल एज वेल, एंड दैट विल नॉट टेक मच मेमोरी टू इंस्टॉल एंड ऑल. हम लोग SQLite को पाइथन के साथ इंटीग्रेट करेंगे, देन डेटा रीड करने का ट्राई करेंगे, राइट करने का ट्राई करेंगे, अपडेट एंड डिलीट करने का ट्राई करेंगे, उसको ही हम लोग CRUD ऑपरेशंस बोलते हैं, तो वो भी कवर करेंगे. व्हाट इज रेस्ट एपीआई, व्हाट आर द टाइप्स ऑफ रेस्ट एपीआई, हमारे पास गेट है, पोस्ट है, पुट है, तो वो भी मैं यहाँ पे कवर करने का ट्राई करूंगा.